ready, Bonnie.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to really try to do really a 30-minute painting. So you have to bear with me. But so I've done this painting before, and it's a summer scene with, guess what? Cows in it. But
Yay.
I thought I
I
thought
love
maybe
your
I'm going to try to maybe make this a little more of a fall scene. So it could be a failure. You might not want to win this one. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see what happens. But the one thing that I do, I do some of these 30-minute quick draws that are like competition sorts of things. There's one benefit that I do for a museum that it's a 30-minute quick draw, and then it's a live auction. So this is a little easier because it's in the confines of my messy studio, and I don't have to be outside in the cold. Anyway, but with these, what I do is I always start with a toned paper. So on this one, I've just done a wash, like a dark lavender wash with alcohol and pastel, a hard pastel. And then I've pre-selected a bunch of colors that I think that I will most likely use, which are, I don't know if we can see these, but I think maybe you can. Put them in this handy dandy little dish. And this kind of keeps me, so I'm not looking for colors through hundreds of pastels. So if you ever have the opportunity to do one of these quick draws, that's kind of my suggestion. I do have one of these. I bought one of these sets of, I always say it wrong. I think it's Earthberry. I always want to call it Earthberry. But these are really quite lovely. I've kind of enjoyed using these. So this is these are here, just kind of as a standby if I need something. These are very muted colors. I think this is the Thundercloud set or something like that. But anyway, let's go ahead. I'm gonna swing this little deal around, and Pam will get lined up here so we can see the easel. Is that looking pretty good to you guys?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to start the timer here in just a second once I get my handy dandy watch set. And away we are. It's a rolling. So I'm just going to start up here with some of this color, and I'm using Lux Archival. And then I drop the pastel. So I just want to get that color established. I like to not have a lot of, I mean, if the sky isn't the main focus, I just kind of want to soften that out with, kind of smudge that a little bit. I think I got a nice little yellow here that I can put in there too. I don't like to use a pure white, especially in landscapes, just because it's not, it's just not quite in the scheme of things. And then I'm going to take a hard pastel or a little charcoal pencil or something and just establish some basic shapes. I mean, I got my big trees are going to be here. Get my ground established here. That just gives me an idea of where I'm going with this. With these landscapes, I usually start, with I usually start with my sky always, because I like to work from the top down. And so I can say I work from the top down, and from back to front, if that makes sense. Oh, that might be a little more than I wanted there, that color. So I start out, my little tray is all beautifully arranged, and then as I start playing with the colors, things start to change. So I just want to get some idea of some um, greens and golds that are the foothill colors at this time of year. And I'm using a whole different bunch of pastels too. So there's anything from Ludwig's. This is a Ludwig. Um, there's big variety of different types of pastels. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to use the heart pastels. You can kind of use those as a blending tool as well. And that's kind of a um, good thing to do. Then I'm just going to start working on these. Just kind of establish some little bit of this horizon line back here, or the tree line, where the flat land is. And then I'm going to get some darks in here. Some more darks. Probably get rid of most of my purple. Hopefully not. And then I just want to soften those edges a little bit with that. We're going to get some fall color in these trees. This is a really soft pastel. That might be a blue earth that has lost its shape. It's kind of roundish, but I want to say that that's probably a blue earth. You guys can for sure ask questions or make comments or laugh or whatever, you know.
Bonnie, is your paper mounted on a board or I see that you have black tape around it?
It's just I just mounted it on a piece of foam core.
Okay. Huh. Oh,
So
oh,
I tape it so that I can go all the way to the edges of the paper.
okay.
Does that make sense? Is that
Yeah.
what
So it's already on a board and then you tape it down anyway.
I just taped it to a piece of foam core.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. It's interesting to see, how different artists do, attach their boards even. And um, I noticed too now that I've been watching some of these demos that some artists are very careful with their pastels, keeping them clean, and other artists don't care all that much. So
Yeah,
I'm wondering which one are you?
I'm the one that has dirty pastels.
Yeah, so am I.
I often start out, everything is beautiful and first day out of the box outside. I mean, any even in the studio, it's like, oh yeah, great.
Yeah.
It's all wonderful. Not really. It's all gonna go away. Need to get some darks in here. I've kind of got really lost my darks.
Bonnie, do you sometimes leave some of that purple showing through under the dark?
Oh, sometimes it just absolutely goes away. And if I feel like I've lost some of my tooth in my paper, then I'll use a little workable fixative on that, to reestablish that. We're about 13 minutes into this little bit of a mess here. So just like starting to contour some of these trees so they don't look like they're just little flat objects out there. This is where I did this. The reference painting was one that I did plein air down in Utah, and I love this area so much that it's such a fun area to paint, and there's such beauty down there. I mean, there's beauty everywhere, right? I mean, you don't have to. You can find beauty almost everywhere in anything, but anyway, it's a beautiful area. It's called the North Fields. It's in between Midway and Heber City, Utah, and so there's always a plein air event there, and I paint this area a lot, so it's a very fun place to go. It's a very long plein air event. It runs just about 2 weeks usually. So I encourage anybody that wants to come paint. It's a great event. Next year it's going to be June 21 through July 5th. So it's a long time to be painting, but man, there's a lot to paint. And Pam joined me there last year on our way home from IAPS. And we had some good painting days.
We did. I didn't do the plein air event, but I just went out with Bonnie and that was amazing.
Okay, I gotta get to work in here. Get this thing wrapped up here. So I gotta establish some little cows in this thing, so.
There must be cows.
Yes, the cows. The girls are out. I would never call them little boxes, to their face, but that's really what cows are. They're just little cubes.
So you're putting some of the bigger foreground cows on the purple part. I
Yeah.
imagine more naturally than put the grasses up around them. Is that it?
Yep. I'm just using a hard pastel to get those guys established in, and
Looks like it's a black pastel.
it's just a black new pastel.
Pastel, okay.
Yeah.
So is the Luke's archival your favorite paper to work on?
It's, you know, I like it a lot. I love it from the standpoint that it doesn't curl, you know, it's whatever the surface is, they put it on. It's like a cotton rag. And so it's really a lovely, nice flat surface. You know, it doesn't curl like, I mean, I love UArt, but it curls, you know. That's always the issue with UArt for me. And, you know, so when I go outside and do plein air, I always mount my paper on archival foam core. And then I don't, you know, then that takes care of the curling that you get with the UArt.
Do you use a spray mount, like a spray glue to
Yeah.
mount it?
I use that 3M photo mount.
Yeah.
I
Like
think that's-
the one that has like sticky on both sides and you.
no,
No?
it's a spray.
Oh, it's a spray. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I've tried some other sprays, but I don't like them as well. It just seems, especially for traveling, it seems like that photo 3M mount is maybe the best. Well, I don't know. That's just what I've kind of come to find.
Yeah. But it holds the papers because I've been using another adhesive and sometimes on the edges, the UArt will start to curl up again off of.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know that you can get away from that, honestly.
Oh.
I mean, maybe I'll tell you, I have used a glue. It's like a bookbinding glue to glue it down. But what happens is it's such a strong glue that it takes it makes your board curl.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you've gotta put something, which is really hard to do because you've gotta put something wet, like a acrylic or something on the back side of it to counteract that.
Yeah. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if, when you're mounting it in, that little bit of curl that you've got, I don't, I'm not too bothered by it.
Yeah, because I always figure if it's framed, it will hold it down. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, let's see here. No. Oops, I just wiped that cow's face right off.
Poor baby.
I can fix her though. Ooh, 5 minutes, guys.
You're doing it.
Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff.
What size is this paper?
36 by 48.
Stop it.
Oh God, it's an 8 by 10.
Perfect. I'll get my frame ready.
Okay.
I already have my frame ready, Pam, so no need.
You guys, I'm waiting, for whoever wins this, and I get a text message, that says, "Oh, it's okay. You don't need to send me the painting."
Are you kidding? Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. That'll be my second Bonnie Griffith.
Yeah, isn't your other one? Doesn't it have cows in it too?
No, no, it has hay rolls.
That's the hay one, right?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta get some goals down in here a little bit. No, not that one, nope. Okay, 2-minute warning. Okay, that's 30 minutes, guys.
Wow,
Unbelievable.
amazing.
One more little thing right here. Little spot bugging me right there. Okay.
That is gorgeous. I love it. I love those cows.
So beautiful. Oh,
So beautiful. Okay. Okay. So now, let's see. Now you have one more duty you have to do, Bonnie.
Oh, that's right. We got to do the drawing.
Yeah, you know how to do it.
Okay.
You just take a slip of paper, you write Pam on it 7 times.
Okay, got that. I got 7 Pams here. I got 12 Francescas.
yay.
I've got
You
22
got, okay, so
Christine.
there's a Francesca and a Karen and Tina, right? Tina and a Norma. So Francesca, Karen, Tina, Norma, Tamara,
And Tamara.
Vivian, and Pam. There should be 7.
Okay, I've got 7 here. Really. And I'm like messing them all up. And then I'm gonna draw out of this little pile I've got here, and I've got Karen.
Karen, Karen Jones.
I'm so excited.
Congratulations.
My goodness.
Congratulations.
It certainly paid to show up today.
Yeah.
I like
All right.
All
Well, that was
right.
fabulous, fabulous demo. And
awesome.
yeah, thank you for doing that, Bonnie. I know you're not feeling 100% today, so have some
Oh,
chicken.
yeah, but it's better. I'm better.
Yeah.
I'm certainly impressed with that 30, what you did in 30 minutes.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
I mean, so you know, the 30-minute paintings are never really I mean, it's not a studio piece. It's not, I mean, it's a quick draw, you know. So the idea is to get as much done as you can and get the message across
Yeah,
to
it's a
the best of
study.
your ability.
It's a study, but
So-
if I had one that, I'd be hanging it next to my easel. And when I'm painting, I'm gonna be looking at, now, how did she do that again? You know, let's look at that palette. Let's look at those cows. How did she simplify it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, well, it's it's fun to do those. And I always, of course, I always think that that doing time studies is good, whatever you're doing. I mean, if you're doing colored studies or whatever, but it's a good exercise.
Yeah, definitely. Good practice. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Bon.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Thank you
Bonnie.
very much.
Oh, I
Thank
forgot to
you.
put the buildings in the background. I'll put the buildings in the background. Got to put the buildings in. Got little red barns back here. Yes. Yep, got to do that.
Okay. Well, send me, take a picture of it when it's all finished and I'll post it to the Facebook page so everybody
Okay.
can see what they missed out on.
And Karen, just send me your address and I
Okay.
will get this. I'll put it between some foam core and send it to you in a little envelope.
Okay, great. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for coming.
So
It was
much.
great.
And Bonnie, thank
But
you.
I'm
Great
truly
fun.
honored.
Yeah,